Hello, it's Private Talk Podcast time with your favorite Alexis, Texas. And we are back with another episode, and I am excited. I'm always excited when it's podcast time. And I have the lovely guest, Saya.
I love Alexis. Alexis, Texas.
Alexis, Texas.
Are you from Texas?
I am from Texas.
What part?
The San Antonio area.
Hey, yes indeed.
So thank you for coming on Private Talk. Introduce yourself to my Private Talk listeners. Let's get to know you a little bit more. Yeah. This is a private talk, so I want you to feel as comfortable as you can. I want to become besties by the time this ends.
Hey, I like that. Well, my name is Saya. I'm from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. Artist, actor, TV reality star, amongst other things.
I like that. You just have it all. You say reality star. Where did you start? Is that where you started from? You started with music. I feel like music is your bread and butter.
Yeah, music. I've been doing music since I was 8 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. So over 20 years in the music industry.
So you coming from Brooklyn, big area is who are your influences?
Well, I'm from Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn. I'm from Roosevelt Project, so I'm from where Jay-Z and Biggie and Lil' Kim from. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite, or how can you really choose a favorite?
Oh, nah, just anything from my part of the hood. You know what I mean? I'm all for it. But okay. Jay-Z for sure. Jay-Z, Biggie, them type of cats. I love Big L too, but he was from Uptown.
Okay. Yeah. So you currently live in LA. Yeah. How is that big of a change to coming from New York and having all of that hip hop culture and then coming, West Coast?
I mean, West Coast definitely has some hip hop culture to it. Leaving New York to come to LA. Was a no-brainer when it came to my career and making the right decisions for what I needed to. But there's no place like Brooklyn. There's no place like home.
No place like home. That's right. So who else were your bigger music inspirations? Forget from where you're from, but who are your favorites?
Missy Elliott, The Boss. A lot of people don't even know who The Boss is or was. Female MC from back in the days. I used to get a lot of comparisons to her. Yeah, people like that. Any influences that I feel like paved the way in hip hop for female MCs.
So you signed with Tank. How did you meet him? How did that even come apart from going from early on starting music? Now you get signed by somebody. How is that change and transition?
When I was signed to him, it was a beautiful thing when I first got signed to him. I was a wet-nosed kid from the hood, from the projects, still selling drugs, but I still had my head in the game. I was always in the music industry, so it's not that when I signed him that I became something, because prior to him I was already something. It's just I needed that extra okay, and then moving to LA was a part of that.
I like that. You always have to, your biggest fan, you just have to have a platform to get your music out there and really be pushed the way that you should be. Yeah. So what current projects do you have right now?
I'm actually working on my new project called Still. It's near and dear to me. I just lost my mom in June, so this is like the pick me up project after dealing with such a terrible, death, and being able to move forward. Yeah. So this album is and it's not even going to be like an emotional album. It's just about me. And letting it all go.
You're heavy, emotions and showing who you are.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a very vulnerable, transparent artist with anything that I speak on, be it my mental health, be it my childhood, anything that I go through on a daily basis.
Do you have a release date for that? Where could we find that when it comes out? Or
yeah, not yet. The release date is coming soon, but everything like the rest of my music you can find on every streaming platform. Yeah.
Can you plug your Instagram, your social medias? Tell Private Talk what that is. We want to know.
My Instagram is SIYA. That's how you find me on everything, honestly. Yeah.
Nice. So reality stars. So what reality TV shows did you do? Do you love reality? Do you continuously do it right now?
I had a reality show for 3 years called Sisterhood of Hip Hop. It was about me and 4 of the female MCs. T.I. was behind it. Him and Chris Abrego was on the network Oxygen. It was one of the biggest shows, well, actually one of the biggest reality television shows back then. Okay, with the claps.
You do it big here at Private Talk. Yeah. You gotta give appreciation. Yeah, appreciation is due.
It was a very, very empowering reality show about female MCs, just about strong women who are MCs and not being put into a lane or So shout out to T.I. and Chris Abrego and the whole Oxygen 51 Minds family for giving us that platform. And it lasted 3 years. I became the breakout star of it, so it was a blessing.
Breakout star. What did you do after that?
Movies. After that, my movies.
So how many movies have you been in? What can I see you in?
Deuces, The Line, The First Purge that came out. That was my latest movie. I have a new movie coming out this year. I'm not exactly sure, but it's the top of this year, called Follow Me. I'm one of the main characters in that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, from top to bottom. So I'm super excited about that.
How was that? Did you always know that you wanted to do acting, or did it kind of just fall into place and it just kind of happened organically? No,
I actually had no clue that I was even capable of acting. Shout out to Jamie Foxx and Lorenz Tate. I used to always be at Jamie Foxx's house, and Lorenz Tate and his brothers frequented. And come to find out, he was courting me from when he used to see me at Jamie's, and he gave the call and said he had a role, but it was originally meant for a dude. But he was like, "Yo, we would love to try it out with you." So I did. I went in, I killed it. Shout out to him. Shout out to Flavor Unit, Queen Latifah. She's the one who released it. And it was the biggest thing on Netflix when it came out. I think it was like 6 months, #1 movie.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool to be like something that you didn't even know that was, in your repertoire of things, and just to like pull out that like creative things. Because I mean, you're creative obviously from being, young and doing music and doing that. So I always feel like how it's fascinating because you never know where those, all those steps take you.
Yeah, you honestly don't. But I think, like you just said, being a creative, we could put us in any room and we could figure it out.
For sure,
or it's just a natural thing.
Yeah, no, I like that. Creative minds, there's always, you never know what you're going to get. That's why with Private Talk, I want to know all these creative things that you've got it going on in there. So what do you have, you went to the reality thing, you did the, the young MC, you seem really inspirational to like, the youth and like giving back. What kind of like advice do you have for someone young coming up in the game?
That's what's crazy, because I definitely try to be impactful as far as that goes with young MCs, not just young female MCs, or just even humans in general. Like I feel like they need more people that, not necessarily that they can idolize, but that they can relate to. I don't want anybody to idolize me. I want them to feel like they can relate to me, that they can have a conversation with me, or that I can be someone to help them in a situation via my music, via my social media platform. I let people know that I'm still touchable. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of artists don't do that the way they should. I'm a mental health advocate. I'm an LGBTQ advocate. A long list of things that
I like it. You have to, that's good though. You're giving knowledge, and it's not just being, some people just, support it, but just having the platform that you've had, and, coming on shows like this, and, your social media platforms and your music, it gives, that power back behind people that maybe not have had a voice or things like that, especially with the LGBT community. Yeah. How do you feel like that being in the music world has kind of had either a help in your career or kind of a downfall? Do you think that it's played either way?
It's always helped my career. Like I said, I've been in the music industry over 20 years. So when I tell you I've been openly gay emceeing since I was like 12, like literally. And there's a lot of music industry cats that can vouch for that and say that Saya, she's literally been one of the first female MCs that were openly gay and really lived that life.
So you've always known from early on?
Oh, I was born this way for sure. Like I've never even been with a dude.
Never?
No.
No desire?
No.
At all?
None.
I like that. You live in your truth, you know what I mean? And from early on, like did your family and your parents, like how did they take that? Did they, did it just come naturally coming in that kind of sense, being from, Brooklyn? And
to be honest with you, I've always been a little thug. So my family knew what was up. They were just waiting for me to say it. My mom that just passed in June, she was my parents. It was actually my grandmother, but she was my mother and father. So coming out to her was easy. Like she was just like, well, I was waiting on you. Like I love you regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually grateful to have experienced that with her, because I know and have had a lot of friends who were shunned by their family because they're of their sexuality. So
yeah, because you don't know exactly, at that young age, and that's what's beautiful thing, to be able to be and live in your own and your truth, and not having someone, maybe not too stern or this or not whatever. So I feel like that has a big impact of how people really kind of embrace who they are. So that's a big applaud to you of knowing that for so young. That's not a lot of people have that. So I think that's really great how you use your voice now and let people feel that comfortability in your your music and your work.
Yeah. It can be a scary thing also sometimes, having the power to be the voice for those who don't have one. There was this young woman who reached out to me from the Middle East. had to be, I think, like 15 or something like that. She knew she was gay. She knows. I mean, I don't even know where she's at in life right now, but she reached out to me with the fear of coming out because out there they'll kill you. And, you know, they about that life.
Yeah.
You know.
Religion is,
yeah. So she reached out to me and she was extremely fearful for her life. And she asked me for advice. And as much as I wanted to tell her to just live her truth and be who she wants to be, in the back of my mind, we have a certain type of freedom in America that she doesn't have. So I was very fearful and very cautious with my words when I did respond to her. And I don't know what happened to her, but I just pray she's okay.
What did you say in your message? Do you feel to share?
Everything I pretty much just said to you, like, you know.
You were
like,
just telling her both sides, like, basically, you know, this is, you know, if you do certain things, there's repercussions, unfortunately, because if it's out of anybody's control or not. Right.
I mean, and it's sad that that's the way it is. Like, when I did a show in Istanbul, Turkey, like, even going out there before I did, like, I was warned, like, you know, a place like that, being who you are and living your truth, sometimes people will take an extreme offense to it. But I went out there and, you know, a person like me, if I'm going to go out that way, at least I'm going to go out the way that I know I am.
Is there any places that you have not been gotten work because of that?
No, not yet, honestly. And I have a huge fan base across the oceans. Africa's definitely waiting for me to come. So it's like, I'm going to take my gay ass out there. We going to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I feel like the needle has moved forward a lot as far as, you know, people being comfortable with other people's sexuality. And at the end of the day, like, if I'm someone I'm just human. If I sit down next to you, I'm not yelling I'm gay and I'll fuck your daughter. Like, yeah. I mean, I will. You know what I'm saying?
I will too.
But it's like, you know, like, I'm living my truth. Let me do that, and you do you, and either we could coexist or we can't. But I'm not gonna make myself feel uncomfortable to accommodate someone else.
I love that, though, because, I mean, you can't. Nowadays, it's like you can only be who you are. And when you don't do that, then you take away from your own happiness.
Absolutely. And I refuse to take away from, you know, I've worked extremely hard to become the woman that I am as far as my happiness and my sanity. So
you talked about, like, you know, you having anxiety and things like that.
Yeah.
What kind of, you know, measures do you take? And you said you're an advocate for that as well. Like, what kind of advice do you give and how do you cope with it?
Ooh, yeah, that's always like what kind of advice do you give when you are someone who I suffer from severe anxiety and depression. My anxiety tends to spiral out of control and I fall into deep depression. When I have no reason to be depressed at all sometimes. Or, you know, sometimes I am going through life shit. Like right now, I'm still healing. I'm grieving. It's only been about to be 8 months since I lost my parent. So it's like, fuck. But at the same time, like, when you do live with anxiety on a daily basis, it's either you push forward or this shit will swallow you whole. And it doesn't give a fuck about you. And there's people in the world who don't give a fuck about your anxiety or your mental health problems because they don't understand it. So I just tell people to, like, you got to breathe, you got to push through it, and you got to, like, for one, you got to believe in yourself that you're stronger than that shit. Like, it's something that it can't kill you. Only you can kill yourself. But that shit is mental, 110%. Like, it's your own thoughts working against you.
And it's not easy, you know, and that's, I think, the biggest thing anybody can do, or we all can do, is just about, you know, knowledge is power. And just the more we talk about it, the more that people, I feel like it's not as taboo as it once was, where we couldn't. And I think that's why it was such a stigma of, like, no one talked about those bad things. You know? It's not really
especially
a bad
in the
thing.
black and brown households. I mean, shit, growing up, if you had an issue, you snap out of it. Hey, you good? Ain't nothing wrong with you. But really, like, nigga, yeah, something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
And I might
You're not
need you
supposed
to
to
talk
cry.
to me. Yeah.
You're not, you know, you toughen up, like, all those, like, those harsh words and like things like that.
But sometimes that'll push you to do things that you wouldn't normally have done. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm extremely happy that now it's a conversation that's being had on couches and in houses and on platforms, and, you know, but it's also a thin line between, is someone using it as leverage for their career? You know what I'm saying? So.
Agreed, because I feel like a lot, people do use it as a crutch, or they make it seem, for the people who really have it, it seems less watered down, because with people who amplify it when it don't really mean
Absolutely.
it. And that's why I feel like that was why, because such not believable thing, because it's like, it's not something like a cut that you can see or believe. It doesn't hurt, you know what I mean? Everybody hurts differently, so it's hard to really identify with that unless you've really been through it and struggle with it.
Yeah, it's definitely something that it's barriers and it's boundaries, and it's you know, it's surface or it's not. Even when sometimes people, I don't know how true the statement was, but I heard somebody well, I had a conversation with someone who works for the suicide prevention hotline, and they expressed to me that Logic never even donated a penny to the suicide prevention line after he made the suicide song. So it's like, dude, like, did you make this song to leverage, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was your intention?
The cause, like, you're not putting something behind what you're really, like,
and that was a big record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I really hope he did contribute versus what I was told by someone who works for the suicide prevention. But who knows? You never know what people are doing these days.
It's true. You don't ever know. Yeah. So what is going on with you relationship status wise? Are you single? Are you dating? Are you have a roster? What's going on with you?
What's crazy is it actually took me a while to get into a space where I felt like I wasn't being selfish with my emotions, because when you lose someone, you can become dependent on another human, you know, because you're grieving and like you feel lost and empty. And I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to put me onto someone else or project how I felt. Honest. Yeah. So I strayed away from it for a while. Currently, yes, I am involved with someone, but you know, we're at a great space in each other's lives because she can relate to what I'm going through. She just lost someone too, so yeah.
So how do you navigate a relationship in the entertainment world? Do you know, deal with people sliding in your DMs? Do you slide with,
she slid in my DM.
So how did that DM happen?
She slid in.
Just the number? Was it a cute? How did you decipher which one were you gonna pick?
She was like, "Hey, you." I was like, "Oh, okay." You know, I mean, but it's crazy because I don't interact with DMs when it comes to that type of stuff. But I interact with my fans. But when I know that someone's trying to do something,
you weed out the bullshit.
Yeah. So, but I don't know.
Sometimes
to be honest with you, I don't know why I clicked or why I opened or why I engaged in a conversation or anything like that, you know?
So with that relationship, do you guys, is it something that you guys, is it monogamous? Is it something you guys, how does it work? Because again, it's the entertainment world. Like I said, some people are monogamous. Some people do what they want and they don't ever talk about it, and each has their own little, you know, ways and rules. So each relationship I feel like works for themselves. So how's yours?
I prefer monogamy.
Is it because you're selfish and you just want all the pussy to yourself?
No, not at all. It's just I can't casually date. I feel
like you're a lover. I feel like you're very like loving
to multiple people. I can barely wrap my own mind around my shit. So I can't imagine me trying to wrap my time and energy with other people juggling. So yeah, I'm pretty weird when it comes to dating. Although everybody was like, Saya got the hoes. And yeah, you know, yeah.
You've had your share of hoes, Saya?
I've had my share of women that were into me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know.
So does that mean that you weren't into them and it was just like, they were chicks, you know, just there?
Some women were great. Some women just wanted what they wanted, and I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm just at an age, and I'm not with this generation's way of dating or love. Like, I'm older, and I was raised by a very wise woman who taught me love the right way.
So you've got that old school love.
Yeah.
You like the like courting, the whole like, you know, I feel like it needs to be bring bought. I can't even talk about it.
Bring brought back.
Yes, you took the words right out of my mouth because I can't even talk about it. But I feel like it's just like, I mean, it doesn't happen anymore. I feel like it's very few and far between. You can't say it doesn't ever happen. Yeah. But you know, it's not. There's no courting. There's no like. It's just like I was just at an event the other day, and they were like, "Hey, here's my number. Put it in there." And I'm like, "Does that really work? Like, is this what this?" And it does, because she's like, "Okay," and she's doing it, and I'm like, "Damn, I'm just gonna fucking do that," because it's like so crazy. But that's, I mean, again, not my style. I used to be in the adult entertainment business, so I've done movies, I've done all kinds of crazy things.
You took it there.
Yeah, I took it there, girl.
Oh, shit. Okay.
After this, you should go home and watch my movies. They're fun.
Okay.
Do you watch porn?
Is
that uncomfortable for you? We're on a private talk.
No. It's not uncomfortable for me at all. Actually,
or are you remembering a movie I was in and you saw and you're like, oh, I never seen a movie with you in it. And I've actually saw some very funny
porns. One in particular, this guy called this girl's pussy a fur burger. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Fur burger. Yeah. Mine is definitely not a fur burger. I feel like that was like a movie. Wasn't that like in a movie or something?
Yeah,
sometimes?
it was
well,
it was
not
a porn.
porn
I don't know.
movie,
It was a black dude. He was fucking a white girl, and he just looked down. He was like, yum, 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 fur burger. And that shit, it turned me off from porn for a while. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, I've never had anybody say that to me.
But the fact that he said yum, 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 like,
yeah, that would be a little. I mean, some porn people say some weird things. I know there was some guy that I mean, if I never watched porn, I just did it, so it was kind of weird for me. But if I watched it, I would definitely have turned it off because he had did this one thing. He'd be like, "Ride her home, Sally," and I'm like, "Who the fuck's Sally? And why are you riding her anywhere?" Like, I don't know what's going on here. But I mean, I guess that made him hard. I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Different strokes for different folks.
I tried to get into lesbian porn, but I was just like, this shit looks fake, sounds fake. The pussy looks retarded. I'll be like, no, I'm good. I'd rather make a home video.
There's three different things that are all questions. Okay, it sounded fake. So what are the fake sounds?
I don't know. It was just exaggerated.
Like, oh my god! Or usually do that high voice, and you're just like,
and I'm just like, shut up. Like,
yeah.
Or
usually you just like put a pillow over someone's head
and
start
strangling somebody and shit.
You know, you make sure they're still moving. You know, so nobody gets hurt in this action.
Yeah, I like to choke. So
so you're aggressive. Okay,
yeah.
A little choking, hair pulling, spanking.
I could get there.
I saw the twinkle in your eye. I see it.
I mean, I could be a nasty nigga.
So you like what kind of porn? So you didn't like the lesbian porn. What kind of porn?
Honest, I don't. Like I just said, like I'd rather make a home video and watch it.
How many have you made?
I tried to make one or two before. It didn't really work out.
Before you came here, or
no, not before I came here. Just in general.
So it's never worked out completely.
No, I've had people send me like videos of them masturbating and shit, but I don't masturbate, so it's like
you don't masturbate at all. Never have.
I tried it and I didn't like it.
Please explain.
I don't know. It just
was
awkward for me to lay there and play with myself. I'm like, what? I'd rather a bitch be topping me off or something.
So was it with a toy or fingers or anything?
No, just my hand.
Just your hand? Yeah. Was it?
My fans are about to be like, Saya
is going off private talk. You better like and subscribe to the channel.
Y'all better watch this shit because I'm giving details.
I like this though, but this is it's a
I like this type of. Let's have more conversations like this. Yes,
because we have to know. If you don't know, you don't educate people, then you're never gonna know.
Yeah.
So I feel it I feel like the reason why with me, one part of why I like my podcast is because it's given me a voice as well. Because like I said, I used to be in the entertainment business. I haven't shot in a while, but it's also, an informative podcast where I want to educate myself with my fans and you guys as my guests, like coming on here and your fans to see the different roles, but to also show how much it syncs up to certain things. Yeah. So why I say all of this to say this is like, I'm a highly sexual person. Okay. So before, like when I first came to masturbating or anything, like I'd hump pillows or I would whatever, because I just like the sensation of what it felt like. So it's odd for me to hear when you say it just felt funny to you or weird. But was it because it just made you feel like you didn't know what you were doing in that level?
No.
Or because of just the sensation that you felt like someone else should be doing it for you?
Yes, like I genuinely, I love a woman's touch. Like I love head. I love to do, like I love that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But how did you know, like at what age did you know that you like, cause you said early on you knew that you liked girls, but what sexually did you know that arousal was from the mouth or topping off of someone and other than your fingers and laying there?
From the fucking beginning.
So the minute someone touched your lips and licked you once, you're like, I'm just sold.
Like, I'm sold. Like, and there's a lot of touch me not lesbians. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing with y'all life, but that ain't it.
See, and that's why for me, because I had never been with a girl until I was on camera. And so, because I'm from Texas, so a lot of girls, like they'd make out and kiss you, but they would lie about it and be like, oh no, that didn't happen. But I'm like, bitch, that happened.
That happened.
But, okay. Yeah. So me being curious, I always liked women and like the whole, like the sensuality of a woman, the kissing, the whole, all of that. So when I got into adult films, I had worked alongside of a girl that we didn't like work with each other until like a year later. So I was comfortable with her. As soon as she ate my pussy, it was the same way. I was like, oh, was I missing? Like you didn't really know. It was like the sensuality of it. But because of her, she really liked girls. She had girlfriends and things like that in her personal life. That I was like, you could tell the difference from someone who not liking it and who was just gonna lick it because like, just a little. No one wants that. Like, I want your mouth all in there.
Yeah,
if you're not coming down with like drool and fucking cum all in your mouth and like, I don't want you down there because it's not worth my time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you just like to lay back and get the action, or do you like to get in there too?
Oh, nah, I'm a savage. Yeah.
You eat it all, eating it from the back.
Hey, I like groceries. You so tough.
Hey.
But I'm a germaphobe. So like I don't
You
give
have a lot of rules. They're very sexual, but you have a lot of rules.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I don't care if you just took a shower and you got in the car and you're coming to my house. Sometimes I'll be like, you gotta like let's take a shower together or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I could
go wash it.
Yeah, I like that. I'm just
so you're not like the straight out the club booty like
fuck no, bitch. You taste like sour sop, sweet sweat. No, I'm cool. I'm cool. I mean, it depends. Like if I'm pissy, slappy, drunk, but even I don't like sometimes. I don't like drunk sex because I want to remember. Like I want to be all in that shit. And then sometimes you fuck up, and then the next day you like what we tried and fall asleep in the pussy. I fell asleep in between legs before. It's not a good feeling.
I've had somebody fall asleep in between my legs before. I didn't like it. It was not fun for me. I was like, "Are you serious?" It was a girl and a guy, not at the same time, but I definitely okay. But you know, because it's like you said, it's like you're so like high, like you want to fuck so bad, and then but you're drunk, and then
so
you're just
lit,
like, yeah. That's
and then sometimes I can't even get off when I'm too lit. So it's like let's just cuddle.
So is it? So you're a cuddler.
I'm a spooner. I love the
little spoon or big spoon.
Both. I'll spoon you first, and then at a certain time of the hour at night, I'm turning around.
You switching? We both switching. You rotate it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You gotta like equal out your spooning.
Yeah.
I like it. So sloppy sex, but I still want to get back to this whole like not masturbating. Did you not have? Did you after you just like gave up the attempt of like touching yourself and sitting there? Did you ever try a toy and try again,
no.
or did you immediately was like, this isn't for me?
Nah, it's no toys. I've never been penetrated in my life.
Ever?
Nah, no fingers, none of that shit. So
I feel like I should applaud you, but not. I don't know.
I'm a gold star. It's a real gold star right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real one.
I find that so fascinating, but so shocking.
Thank you.
Shocking private talk. Yeah. You better subscribe and like to this because she's telling us all the gems.
I'm telling you, my fans are gonna be
great
wow.
though. Like it's so honest, but I respect that just because, like, what I love about you and like women that are like into themselves is like you're true to yourself. You've known who you are. You don't like. There's no bullshit. If you liked it once, tried it, whatever. Like what's like for you. Some people are like, oh, they'll try it again multiple times, keep going back, do whatever, and so they lie to themselves. But what I love is like living in your own truth, and and that's what I feel like the most like genuineness is about, and what makes you become like so different in the world of so many people is what sticks out and like what stands out and why you are a star.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't like something. I'm cool off it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why play with my pussy when she can play with it?
I like that. On demand. Is that your pose? I like that.
But it was crazy too is that I'm extremely asexual. Like if I'm not in a relationship, I don't have sex. I don't care for sex. Or sometimes even if I am in a relationship, like I can go without sex.
What's the longest you've ever gone without sex?
I just went a very long time without sex.
Can we know these numbers?
It was a long time.
Private talk, like a year, 2 years.
No.
A year.
Yeah.
It's like a bid, like really. Like that's a long time.
That was, what it was? That was, I guess I was sold on nobody touching me after my past relationship. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like it's like situational. Like you go through, it's like trauma. Are you like processing it? And
yeah,
like
I had
you said, and if you're asexual in a sense.
Yeah.
I feel like there's certain things that you just don't get, like it's like you don't get off to it.
Yeah,
like it's just like fetishes. Like there's certain things that I like feet. Like I like to talk about it a lot, but some people don't get off to those things, you know. So it's like different likes and interests of certain things.
I had to process a lot of shit after my past relationship, and then also reverting back to that, dealing with death. Like you might see it in a movie, somebody dying and they have sex passionately with somebody. Like how do you even do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. That is very interesting how to like. I think it's most interesting because I'm somewhat of a nympho, I guess, and not in
There's nothing wrong with that though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying why I like to, because I'm such, I'm a Gemini too, so like I like to pride myself of knowing the best of both sides.
You a Gemini?
Ooh, I always like when I
Y'all
hear that
different.
one.
Y'all
I am
are
very
fucking different. My first love was a Gemini.
Don't hate me because she did something wrong to you, girl.
Nah,
I'll hug you.
She ain't do nothing wrong. She was just a lot of different people in one. Yeah.
You know, when we're young, we definitely are. When we're old, we still definitely are. But you know, we figure out it a lot differently. But I feel like I like the yin and yang of it. So
yeah,
I like to know and why you operate the way you do and why that clicks for you and like why it I don't know, it just matters. I just think that that's really, it's sexy. It's like a unique, like, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take a little break and then we're going to get back to one of my favorite parts called Truth with Texas. I already feel like you've been giving me all your truths.
I'll give you more though. I'll give you some more.
Yes, give it to me all.
Yeah.
All right, Private Talk, you better like and subscribe.
Yes, indeed.
All right, Private Talk, we are back with Saya. She's getting real private on this talk because we are going to get with Truth with Texas, this favorite part of my segment. And we're going to get more personal. We're getting a little bit more things out of you that I feel like you want to give me more. You want to give me more. I want you to give me more. Private Talk wants to give you more.
Yeah, you don't put the bag. You put the goddamn. You don't put the cat out the bag.
Give me that cat, girl. Give me that cat.
Yes,
All right.
indeed.
All right.
Okay, so I gotta pick the card.
You're gonna pick a card. You're gonna tell me what ace you have.
Ooh, spade.
Ooh, my favorite.
Oh, shit. I pulled the wrong card.
Ace of spade.
Oh,
This is just like Private Talk. It's my favorite one because it's a naughty question.
Okay.
Are you naughty, Sia?
I'm naughty.
Real naughty?
I could be naughty. I could be naughty. Yes.
Have you ever
Oh God.
joined the Mile High Club?
No, I want to so bad though.
So bad. How would you do it?
A private plane would be nice.
No private plane.
Okay.
You don't
yeah.
like germs.
I don't like germs, which is why I feel like a private plane would be cleaner versus
But sometimes you gotta get grimy and dirty. Come on, you know you nasty girl. You naughty.
I mean, I would, shit. If we, I mean, I would, yeah, straight to the bathroom with it. I would love to, but sometimes the fucking airplane bathrooms be mad tiny. You in that bitch like this.
You gotta be really creative.
Can you imagine trying to have lesbian sex in a tiny?
If there's a will, there's a way. You put them up on the sink,
Yeah, you
put
just might have to get on my shoulders.
Put your legs back,
Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
You might have to get on my shoulders.
I've joined the Mile High Club.
You did?
I did, but it wasn't in a bathroom. It was in the seat.
Was it a private plane?
It was not. It was a Southwest plane.
Wow. Okay. Well, how far?
Savage.
What could you have possibly done?
I did.
Topped them off?
No.
No?
I went, what do they call that these days? Hold on. I'm an old porn star. I don't remember these moves anymore. What is it called? It's side mish.
So from the
spoon.
side.
It was a spoon.
Okay.
So like I was like this.
We were just having this conversation.
And he pulled up the thing and he spooned me and we were fucking. We had a blanket over us and yeah, we did do that.
Okay. And you kept it quiet? I'm assuming.
I mean, well, the lady kept walking by and I was like, damn, bro, this is going to be an issue. So then I kind of got nervous. And then he's like, if you don't finish, he was like, I'm just going to come in a pillow and throw it at someone. I was like, do what you got to do.
Oh my God.
Whoever you are out there, if you got hit with that pillow, it was not my fault. Please.
That is disgusting.
Don't take the pillows.
Don't take the pillows on the Southwest airplane. Okay.
Maybe I'm naughty. I don't know.
Hey, it is what it is.
All right, let's get to the next one.
All right.
What do you got for me? It's not poker. You got to show me your cards.
Ace of heart.
It's
Heart of ace, whatever.
The romantic question.
That's me, baby.
Romantic.
Baby.
All right. Let's see. What was your first sexual experience? Describe it to us.
Wow. My first
Ever.
Okay, yeah, because I was about to say playing house as a kid don't count.
Who'd you play house with?
I played house with a couple little girls.
Who's your daddy?
Man, my first sexual experience was in the bathroom of my high school sweetheart's bath. Yeah, in her house, on the bathroom floor.
On the bathroom floor.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Freshman year of high school, so 13.
So did you do this move? Or did she?
Yeah, I was
or did she?
laid back. Nah, I don't know. Like for some reason, I was always good at giving head. Like It just came that. I feel like if you know how to kiss, I like kissing for me is a deal breaker. If you can't kiss, I'm out.
the same.
Like I'm like, fuck this. This is dumb.
That means you can't do anything.
You can't do
right?
nothing. Like you suck. Like your existence is retarded.
Wrong for me. Yeah, it's just the chemistry. If you can't do the right
kissing is I'm a passionate person, so for me, having sex is a passionate thing, and eating pussy is a passionate.
Eating pussy is an art.
Yeah.
Some people don't understand it. And most men, I feel like that's why I became so much into girls, is because most men don't take the time to appreciate pussy. So they just either hurry the job or, it's not good. So like when I really got into women, like you could see the ones who really liked eating the pussy.
Yeah.
And then magic happens.
Yeah, listen, if you are a lesbian true to the game, pussy eating is a part.
Pussy eating is
I've never gotten a complaint, so I'm good on this side.
Do you have a type, would you say?
Of what? Pussy? Or type of human?
What type of pussy? Is there categories of pussies? I want to know. Educate Ms.
I
Texas.
thoroughly enjoy a nice tight pussy. Not talking about the itself,
inside.
Because for people who are educated with the woman's body, I hate when men be like, oh, our pussy's loose. No, nigga, she just wasn't sexually into you, because a woman's vagina loosens up when they're not, how you say it? When they're not aroused by you. When a woman is aroused by you, it tightens up. So
you just didn't do the job.
Fun fact. Yeah, you just didn't do your job, nigga. You suck.
Try again.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've seen you ever saw a pastrami pussy perhaps?
Like how, like explain it to us.
Pastrami, like real meaty?
I have meaty pussy.
Okay.
But I'm not like hanging down like pastrami like to your meat, but I have bat wings. I have bat wings. Yeah, I call them bat wings, because I like to pull on them.
Okay.
They have a little, you can pull a little bit.
Extendo.
Yeah. I love that.
Shit.
Yeah, I like that. It gives a little, it hugs it real nice. So what other kind of pussy is there?
Shit. I mean, honestly, I feel like the pastrami is like the top of the list of like, I don't know. I watched this documentary about this. I think it was a lady or a dude, and his whole career was based off of molding vaginas. Which I thought was pretty awesome.
I have a toy that's molded to my vagina, a fleshlight.
You also niggas fuck on it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's called a fleshlight. It's the exact replica of my vagina and my asshole.
I would love to create a dildo. Like, I have ideas.
Hey, let's talk, girl. We can get things done.
I got ideas for dicks.
You've never had a dick or penetrated one, but you know that you've got dick envy.
Yeah,
that means you got big dick energy.
I got very big dick energy, and I've never had dick. I've never none of that. So I'm just like, but I know how to fuck. I know how to fuck women.
So do you use strap-ons?
I thoroughly enjoy them if my partner does.
All right. So what's your favorite position?
Oh, I like that face-to-face shit. I like to see fuck faces. But I also like doggy style, because I love grabbing a bitch by her throat.
What's your O face?
My what?
Your O face.
My O face.
When you have an orgasm, you look like, girl?
I don't even know what I look like. I pass out in the pussy. Ain't no O face.
You just dive in that.
I die in that shit.
KO'd.
Yeah, but I like to hold it together.
Are you a screamer? Do you moan? Do you like? You like quiver? You do like because the lesbian like sex, I feel like is the most intense.
I think it's weird when people have intimate relations and they're quiet. To me, that's a turn off.
Yeah, I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know.
I don't even need I don't need
you to talk, but give me that.
I don't need that over the top shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck me harder. Oh, this is your.
That's that bad porn again you watch. Like you're going back to that thing.
Yeah, it's the bad porn I've watched in my lifetime.
Go to Alexis, Texas, and I will save all your problems. Good porn out there.
We're gonna have to check that out.
Go and do some research.
Y'all search up Alexis, Texas. Y'all search Alexis, Texas.
Yes. All right, are you ready for this next?
Yes, let's do it.
Next one.
All right. Oh, Ace of Diamonds.
Diamonds. It's a spicy question. Are you spicy?
I like spicy.
How spicy?
I cook a lot of spicy food.
Oh, you're cooking. I like that.
Oh, I cook. I'm domestic. I cook. I clean. Yeah.
What's the most uncomfortable place you've ever had sex?
The most uncomfortable place? I think someone's parents' bedroom was uncomfortable because it's like, this your parents, like, ugh. No,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is we doing in here?
I had a guest saying that they used to have sex in their mom's bed, and it was like a prize scene. I was like, that's just weird for me. I stayed out of that room.
Then you can smell the parents' scent and shit. Like, what? Like, I don't want to fucking think about your mom's perfume sitting on the dresser. Like, nah.
All right, you said you cook, and then we're getting to the spicy question. So, have you ever used food during sex?
Fruits, yeah.
What kind and what do you
Strawberry.
What do you do with those strawberries? Paint the picture for private talk. Let us know.
You want to know something funny? In movies, because I had to do it for the movie that's about to come out that I'm in called Follow Me. I had to suck on the strawberry for sound effects.
I wish I had a strawberry. I'd let you suck on it right now.
Oh, that's... You are leaving me speechless here.
At least I'm not the only one. You hear that private talk? She's speechless. You better subscribe. We better get this juicy
like and
stuff.
Subscribe. Strawberries. I feel like everybody has used strawberry. I've even used ice.
I've used ice. I've never used strawberries in my personal life.
Strawberries can be a very fun toy to use because of the way they are.
What do you
just bite that bitch open and you just,
and you're fucking her with it?
You just play with it on the clit and all that, yeah.
And you're licking it and you take a little bite and you get hungry. You go back and you're like, oh no, wait. I would be like, I'm just a stoner. I would have the munchies.
And I love strawberries, so yeah, just take a little bite in between time. Yeah.
And then all the strawberries are gone, and then what do you do?
I don't know.
Fuck.
Just fuck. I've tried fucking, what's the cream shit everybody be trying to? That shit was weird, though.
What cream stuff?
Whipped cream shit.
Oh, yeah, it gets really weird.
It's childish.
It gets this sugar consistency. It's not good for anybody. That was in that movie Varsity Blues. It needed to stay there, and it didn't need to go anywhere else like that. Again, movie magic sometimes doesn't translate to personal magic.
Yeah,
it doesn't work that way.
Not at all. Yeah.
All right, we're going to get to the last one.
Okay, here we go. Ace of clubs.
Ooh, clubs. It's a kinky question. I think they're all a little kinky.
They're all kinky, girl. Nothing has been not kinky with you.
What is the most number of times you've done it in a day?
Oh, shit. Probably 4.
4.
Yeah.
Now, are you orgasming every time?
Yeah, see, that's the thing with me. Once I orgasm during sex, I can't keep, I know some girls who can keep going. I can't, I'm like, whoa, I need a minute.
So you do it one time and then you're just
I might be out for the count.
That's it? One and done?
Maybe a one and done.
Girl, we're fighting if that's happening. What's going on?
But I'll fuck you multiple times throughout the day, but it's the way my body is.
What is your time span? You need an hour in between. You need a quick nap.
I could do a nap. I could do an hour. I could probably
a bathroom. Go to the bathroom and come back.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
You're good.
Yeah. I could be consistent. I don't know.
You don't know. I like that. It's open ended. Do you like being tied up or bondage?
I do. I love bondage.
So do you like being the one tied up or the one who's being tied up?
I like both.
Both?
Yeah.
What makes you come harder?
I think not being able to, so being tied up.
Tied up.
Because you can't do nothing about it. Fuck.
It's like the 50 First Dates with the feather, where it's super
Some people don't like feathers though, because that shit it can be it can be turned into an irritating feeling.
Yeah.
I do I like whips sometimes too.
You said you like choking, pulling hair, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a girl squirt?
Yeah. To me personally though, because like I said, I'm a germaphobe. I thought it was fucking nasty.
You know what squirt is, right?
Well, that's a little bit of piss. Yeah, that's why I was grossed out. That's why I was grossed the fuck out. I didn't think it was sexy at all. I kind of wanted to tell her to leave.
You wanted to tell her to leave? Yeah. You just fucked my shit up, bitch.
You just ruined my whole.
You got an Uber pool back home.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah.
So, just for my own personal pleasure, have you ever had an orgy?
No, I'm actually again. I'm a germaphobe, dude. I can't. I can see how 2 men could fuck a girl. Cause it's just, you know what I'm saying, but I just 3 bitches, the swapping of the juices.
So what's the most you've ever had? Just one?
Yeah,
one-on-one?
Yeah. I don't think I can have a threesome. I could watch 2 bitches.
You get off to that?
One of them would have to take care of me at some point.
Because you don't touch yourself.
Yeah, because since I don't masturbate, I wouldn't. But I thoroughly enjoy. I would thoroughly enjoy watching 2 women.
I just
I would want to direct them.
See, this is where it goes. Look, you have that porn itch. You want to direct this home movie of yours.
Yeah, I swear to God, I want to make a home movie so bad.
You should. I think you should be inspired to do it. I mean, you're creative.
But you got to be careful about that type of shit too.
It just means you keep it.
Yeah.
You don't let it give it to outside sources.
Yeah, we sign an agreement.
There you go. Look, Lisa, that's the businesswoman in you coming out and be like, I need to protect all of my assets.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. All right. I think that you succeeded. Truth with Texas. It wasn't so bad.
No, it wasn't. It was great. Actually.
I think it was super fun. We're going to take a little short break, and then I'm going to let you put me in the hot seat. You're going to ask me any questions that you want to ask me or anything that you think Private Talk wants to know. So Private Talk, stay with us. We're going to see what Miss Texas gets in trouble with over here. All right. We are back, and we are about to put Miss Texas in the hot seat. What do you have for me, Sia?
Okay. Since you scolded me about my sex life, I gotta
scolded you. I was just wanting the Private Talk people to know.
You got a lot.
I was just edging it out of you. You like how I use those choice words? Edging it out of you.
You definitely got a lot out of me that a lot of people can't get out of me, and especially on live. Okay,
hey, Private Talk.
Have you ever sucked dick and they came and you threw up, but like it was like you threw up in the process of like the dick came out? Have you ever threw up on the dick?
I've never thrown up on a dick ever.
Okay.
I have gagged on cum and then swallowed it because I knew that I wasn't going to
You swallowed it?
I did. I do not. I swallow. I'm sorry that's repulsive because you've never been penetrated and haven't seen male cum anywhere around you. But I will take all the cum for you. It is okay. I will take it. Or I did take it. It
made my throat feel crazy. Okay.
It's good for your hair. I'm just kidding. And your skin, my skin, when I feel my skin, it's really soft.
I feel your skin. Mm-hmm. It is soft.
Touch me.
It's soft.
Touch me.
You have dick skin.
Dick skin, but not the foreskin type. The balls. It's better than ball skin.
Okay, so I've never seen a dick in real life, only in porn. But do you like it without meat on it or like extra meat? What is it called when they're circumcised or not?
I've never heard it that way. Extra meat on a dick.
Because I don't know.
Is it circumcised? You're like, I don't know. I'm gay.
I'm gay. I don't know.
And you've really never seen one in real life?
Wait, let me see. Wait, I'm lying, but I was drunk. But I don't think I even really saw it because we was at this little thing and this girl kept trying to suck my man's dick and I was like, just pull it out and put it in her mouth. But I was drunk, so I don't think I remember.
So I feel like I like different dicks for different reasons and different occasions. Like the uncircumcised ones feel really great for anal because it's like
I was gonna ask you that.
It's very it's kind of like.
I was gonna ask
those things that I don't know when you were a kid, like those squishy things that it's you squeeze and there's water and glittery water, that feeling. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. So
for your asshole, it feels great. And I don't know, I do like uncircumcised penises, but I like them all. I feel like
you're just a dick girl.
I like dick and I like pussy. I like them both. I feel like I'm just a greedy girl.
You like length or girth? See, I can ask straight questions.
I like that. You're asking good ones. And I like that you took notes. You're the first person who was taking these notes. That means you're taking it serious. I like that. Private talk.
Now I got to ask the girls.
See, I think... that's a good one. I don't know. I feel like it's not all about size because I've had sex with guys that had really big dicks and it did not feel good. But then I've heard guys that had medium-sized dicks and it was girthy and it just felt great. So I feel like I want the perfect dick, not too big, not too small, just not the right.
Not too big, not sound like a song.
Yeah, I got sent a dick pic one time, and I will forever cherish it. And he's not someone who normally would send dick pics, but it was the most straightest, most perfectest dick that I've ever seen in my life, and it's just beautiful.
Okay. Do you have a lot of dick pics in your phone?
No, not really. I mean, I probably have my DMs, but I don't really look at those because it's not really doesn't get me off. I'm not really.
I've been sent a couple dick pics, unfortunately, in my DMs.
Did you get scarred and you're like, oh my god?
Yeah, I was just like, bruh, can you not?
So do dicks totally repulse you? If there was 5 guys in here with their dicks out, you'd be Like
I'll be like I'm right back. I'm gonna go find some bitches for y'all to fuck. Like
at least you're
I'm that friend.
You're a team player.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm that friend.
Wing woman. I like that.
Yeah, I'm that type of friend.
I like that.
Okay. Okay. So, dick in the ass or being titty fucked?
I don't like anal really. Like I have to. It's like situational. Like there's been like I've done it. I can count like. Well, it takes both my hands this time, but no more than those fingers. No toes involved, just on this hand. But I had to be really into like it, like because I have to be really horny to do it. Because other times I did them on film, and so it was all for like movies, and so it was like a job. Not that I didn't enjoy it, but it was just very different than like being at home sex than on camera sex. And I don't really like. I have nice boobs, but I'm not really like they're not that big to titty fuck. So I would just say if they fucked my ass cheeks, that's better for me because then it's like it's like just a tip but different.
I'm gonna have to go home and Google all of this on porn.
Yeah, like it's like the in betweens, like the girl like kind of like sits up a little and she puts it in between her cheeks and it like you kind of rub. And sometimes you hit their clit, sometimes you don't. I have cock envy too. It's cool.
You have what? Cock what?
Cock envy.
Cock. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I put on a strap on one time and I was like, oh, I actually did it in a strip club one time too. It got real wild in the VIP room. And
fuck the bitch in the VIP room?
I mean, I slept several strippers in the VIP room. Whoops, sorry, Mom.
I really hope your mother does not watch your show.
Why not? I'm an open book. Like, why not? It's not the,
I don't know. I think when I have a kid, I don't want to.
I don't always talk this crazy. This is just the last part.
I feel like you are very unfiltered.
I am because I feel like there's no other way to be. I'm very blunt. I'm very, I was raised to tell it how it is. Like people are gonna like it or they're not, and I'm gonna choose to be me. And if they don't like it, then
I can appreciate.
Sorry,
that,
turn channel. But even my parents, like they've always been really supportive. Obviously, me telling them that I did porn, it wasn't something ideal, but they support me. They've always been very supportive. We don't talk about specifics, but I've done things that they are very, they're still proud of me. There's things even with the podcast. The podcast is nothing sexually, oriented other than my mouth talking about my, endeavors and things like that. But I'm sure my mom's had some crazy stories, a time or two herself. And I know for sure my father.
The way we was born, I'm sure they was doing some nasty ass shit back then.
Oh, for sure. I ain't a freak for no reason. I mean, I'm a product of something. Yeah. I mean, I'm daddy's little squirt, Yeah.
I think I was conceived off of like Aaron Hall or some shit. Like, bruh.
I like it. So I have a question for you. What is your playlist at the moment?
As far as like to have sex with, or just
let's
in
do
general?
both. Let's do just in general.
Okay, just in general. I'm really into Summer Walker right now.
Okay.
Love Summer Walker. I love her. The artist, her. Love her. There is this girl that I was just put on to. Fuck, what is her name? Can you look at your phone real quick? Because I sent you the girl. The one I sent you. I know she Damn, I don't know. I can't remember.
To be continued.
Yeah. But anyway.
So while we wait for that one, what is your lovemaking playlist?
Anything early 90s R&B. Now I mean, there's a meeting in my bedroom. Ooh. Yes, hey. Give me that.
Hey.
Now yeah. I feel like 90s R&B back in the days is like you could get active. Know what I mean? Like that's my age. That's the language I speak. Nowadays, these bitches want to fuck to Future. Like I get it, bitch. Like we gonna shoot up the club for real in the bedroom, dude.
I heard that you've been, called like the young Drake or.
Yeah, I've been compared to him since I was younger.
How does that make you feel like being so iconic in the game?
Oh, it's awesome. I've kicked it with him a couple times. Like he's a very cool dude, and the kind of music that I've been making since I was 11, 12. So, you know what I'm saying? So
nice. Well, I hope you continue to win.
Thank you.
You've been really awesome, very candid. I appreciate your honesty.
Have I been the most candid person you've had on this couch?
I think everyone is. The thing is, what I love about it is like at first people may not know who I am at all, and then by the end, like I said, I want us to be friends and feel comfortable. It's a private conversation. I know it takes a risk coming on my show, not knowing who it was or what it, anything, things like that. So I just want people to feel comfortable and kind of live in your own truth. And So I'm glad that you brought that today, and your fans are going to love it. I think that
when
we
we
got a personal side of you that I hope that, that they all love to see. And like you said, you don't really give it to them. So being raw is what we like here at Private Talk.
I bet you do like it raw.
You like it raw, girl. You like it raw. All right, Private Talk. I hope you've enjoyed this interview. I know I've loved doing it. I love each and every one of these podcasts. I hope you keep watching, liking, and subscribing. Until next time, Private Talk.
Yes, sir.